Hey guys, so you may have heard I won Honor Championships for the second time, and so I wanted to do a replay of my 6 fights and show kind of how they worked. So I'm going to start with a rundown of my teams real quick. So here are my 3 teams. This team is kind of a generic burst team. I threw Bryn in the back kind of as an Azathoth counter. There's not much special to it other than it has Bryn in it. She has energy in this one, and Bale and Kurt have Ragnaroks. I did keep Azathoth here because he is probably one of the bigger disruptors you can put in a burst team and the best of what I had available. And this is my 3rd team, which is the designed team. This one is finely tuned with Hodor firing right after Aegina. Aegina being the slowest speed with energy, so she has a Mythic 2 Tears of the Goddess, not Mythic 3 because I don't have one yet, but that's how that works. And Chesia is full speed. This one so far has been my strongest team as far as I've tested with. And so, as you can see, I made it to the championship, so here are my fights. This is my first opponent, Blessed Eon. He has kind of a ridiculous team second, but I skipped it, so let's see how this goes. We'll watch these in 1 speed. Now, this team I feel like will destroy a generic burst team, but against a sort of like a more tuned team, it's not going to do anything amazing. I've seen Bryn lose a lot to random RNG, so I feel like she can really carry a team, but she can also completely fail. So we'll see. This looks like just he didn't have the oomph. One Kurt, it's hard to get one Kurt to work against a team with multiple burst, just kind of by definition. He has to do the job that I've got 2 or 3 people doing. And so if he doesn't stack up because of crowd control or whatnot, then, well, end of story. So data on that one. Bale did crazy things. I don't think Bryn gargoyled really anybody important, so oh well. I don't need to watch the second one because it is my trash team. It's not very strong and it didn't win any fights. I haven't watched all of these fights, but we'll see. So this is a Bryn. Who is this again? Is this Azathoth? This is Azathoth. I always get him and Bale mixed up. Oh, he... Alright. The thing I really like about my team is that it's very, very defensive. Oh, that could have been bad. Also, Bryn. Bryn had a bug to where if she gargoyled you, and then Skuld removed the gargoyle, all your passives were completely gone for the rest of the battle. So as you saw right there, Skuld removed Hodor's gargoyle, but he's still kind of gaining energy, meaning that because the bug is fixed, I was able to win this battle. If the bug had still existed, I would have lost this. I would have lost this immediately because Hodor would have... all his passives would have been disabled, and really when that happens, he kind of is dead weight. So the funny thing about this team is Hodor is often the highest dealing damage dealer. So I basically just lived through his damage. As you can see, nobody died except Mulan at the very end. So that one went pretty well. Alright, so my next battle is against Hungwell. This is his team. So this is just a super sustained team. This team is, you're looking at an exact copy of my team. An exact copy of my team, but I skipped it. And I don't know what he has third, so let's see what happens. So here I am defending. This is his team. While it doesn't look super strong, this is the kind of team that will beat you if you're just not paying attention. Because he's got so much support for Themis, it is entirely possible for Themis to just stay alive long enough to blow you up with humongous damage. She does have that capability, but she does need a lot of help from teammates to be able to do it. Alright, so Kurt fired did nothing. As you can see, his sustain carried him through that. Well, I guess Bale already fired and did nothing. So let's see, his Freya is weak. Oh, my Kurt is petrified. Oh boy. His Themis is down. That's good. Oh, Bryn got taunted again? She was taunted earlier. And I know she fired at only Yig, just like that. Okay, okay. His Themis is ready to fire. I think my Skuld is going to die. Wow. His Themis did not do that much damage. Bale fired. God, nobody's dying. So when they say they want battles to take a lot longer, they already are taking a pretty long time. Oh, so Bryn got her thing back. Okay, Kurt fires and it's over. Kurt really does... As much as he's fading away because there are counters to him and ways to stop him, he really is strong enough that you can't ignore him. So he may not be super powerful anymore, but... Or he may not be like the end-all, be-all damage dealer, but he's still very, very good. Wow, Bryn was taunted that entire battle. She didn't do anything. And look at this. Look at this Bale damage. And look at his Vivienne healing. Nobody died by round 6. My goodness. So that's a slugfest where just I had enough damage to get through his defenses. Alright, so here's the third fight. So this is my Mulan Chesia team. Oh, so he is running a Hodor Aegina / Burst team. This is a very hard team to beat. It will destroy, again, generic Burst teams, which is why generic Burst teams are just on the way out now. So if he had the same kind of team, but with Phoenix Valkyrie instead of Hodor Aegina, the Hodor Aegina team would completely destroy it. Wait, what happened here? Was Kurt was silenced and now he's not. How did he clear it? Was that the turn switch? I guess it was the turn switch. Wow, his Hodor does a lot of damage. Not a lot, but it did 300,000 extra damage after the skill. Oh, I killed his Aegina. I killed his Bale. Well, it's over from there, isn't it? How much... I feel like my Hodor didn't add a lot to this battle. He only was there to kill... Yeah, he killed Veg at the end, but otherwise Aegina managed to do it. Because Hodor was controlled a lot. So this team, I'm just really liking it. The defense and sustain on this team is humongous. Alright, here we go. Here are the finals. So this is me against Bold. As you can see, I won my 2 teams. He was happiest with this team as his strongest team, but I avoided it. So I did a pretty good job avoiding a lot of people's biggest teams. But that is not why I won this. So this one I've watched and I analyzed. And I'll tell you the key comes right here. Right there. I froze both his Veges. Because I was on offense and our Veges are the same speed, I fire first. And because I froze both of them, the entire battle has turned from there on. And as you can see, I mean, his Skuld is dead and his Veges never even got to fire. They both did 0 damage. The battle was over in an instant. This battle, I'll watch it again. This battle is the scariest view of what RNG can do to you. If I had frozen only one Veg or none of them and his had come back and frozen mine or like a bunch of other ones of my heroes, a bunch of other heroes of mine, this could have gone the other way without a doubt. So right here, because all his Skuld fire, or Kurt fires, Bale fires, his Kurt and Bale fire, but because his not enough people fired before his Kurt. His Kurt didn't get the buffs to fire and be strong enough to matter. And as you can see, over in a flash. So here is my third team going against, what is this? So this is pretty much an exact copy of Hungwell's team now. And you saw that I won that fairly convincingly against Hungwell's team. And let's see how convincing it is against this team. Okay, so his Bale is ready to fire. His Kurt is silenced, so hopefully we'll do something about that. His Hodor did no damage. Alright, Bale got silenced, so I controlled both of his damage right there. Because Bale didn't fire, Bale does add a little bit of bleed. Hodor comes in, kills Bale, kills Scold. Chesia fires, ouch. Aegina fires, nothing happens. His Hodor did like 300,000 damage. A lot, but not a massive amount. And as you can see, my defense and sustain was enough to hold out against him. And so both of these battles were very, very clean. The one against Hungwell, I only lost Mulan. Against Bold, I didn't lose anyone. So this team does a very good job of dismantling generic burst teams or slightly modified burst teams, but I haven't figured, or it loses to high speed teams. So this is like pretty amazing. I managed to win this finals. I now have this frame that says you get to see you get to keep both of them at the same time. So I have the 1 and the 2. So Bold has 10 of these in his inventory. It's pretty cool. So I have a 2 now. So that is a look at my run to the Honor Finals. It was, sadly enough, I did not bet on myself. I bet on Bold and I lost. I lost the bet, but I won the war. So we'll take that. So that's a look at my teams. If you're looking at sample teams that do really well in Arena, here are 2 of them. And, you know, go ahead and copy them and do what you can. Remember, I do have Hodor's speed tuned very closely. So you can't just go ahead and make teams like this and expect them to do well without any tuning. So pay attention when you use niche heroes like Hodor. Brynn and Sigurd probably don't need the same level of tuning. Alright, so that is it, and I hope you enjoyed this review of the battles, and see you guys next time.